Yes, good afternoon to everybody. Welcome to the today class. That is the law of insurance, which is the third year, first semester. In other words, fifth semester course. Yes, I'm sure that you could hear me, and as well as you could see that what I posted on the screen. Yes, anyone can read it what I posted on the screen, so that I could know that you are with me. I am with you. So that is the confirmation for me. Yes, yes. Please speak. Yes, please speak.
Good afternoon.
Very, very good afternoon, Tillakura Ramarao garu. Welcome to the today's class. That is the law of insurance, where I am dealing about the first unit. And by this today lecture, I believe that first unit may be covered. It seems because I will show you the syllabus. That is the thing which you want to make it out, and this is the syllabus. You could see it, and I'm sure that you could see the syllabus now. That the growth of insurance business in India that we discussed in the first class, that is on Tuesday. Yes, instead of insurance and economic development, also we dealt it, and where we dealt assurance and insurance differences, and what is the definition of insurance that we dealt in the last but one class, and on the Saturday class, if I not be mistaken, the difference between the contract and the contract immunity and the contingent and wagering contract and how it will be compared with the insurance contract. This was the thing that we dealt in our last classes. Then in the first unit, that what we left is the principle of utmost good faith. That is called a doctrine of uber rem. Uber rem. That is the Latin terminology that we will see it. That we will see now in this class. Yes, before I could go further, that you would like to say anything, please you can speak me so that I could clear your doubts. Yes, anything that you would like to speak. Yes, Ramarao garu, tell me that if anything that you would like to speak so that I could to give the clarification for that one. Because this is recorded, because whatever you speak that is recorded and that would be put it in the YouTube. So the other discussions regarding that I will make it by closing the recording, then we will make the other discussions are concerned. But especially the subject matter is concerned that you can say now.
Okay.
Yeah. So now, because I told you that the principle of utmost good faith, so that good, what is good faith that we will see in this class? Yes, doctrine of utmost good faith. That is must for the both the parties, because one should have to trust each other like the family, wife and husband. If you don't trust each other, then the family becomes destructive, and it will leads to the divorce. So that's a point which I want to compare like this. What is the good faith? The doctrine of utmost good faith, also known as the Latin name Uberrime Fide. That is the Uberrime Fide. That is the name of the this doctrine. Suppose in the examination they may ask you what is the Uberrime Fide, and or you can say what is the utmost good faith. Is a minimum standard that is legally obliging all parties entering a contract to act honestly and not mislead or withhold critical information from one another. So each party here, who are the two parties here, Ramaragaru? In this law of
Wife
insurance,
and
who are the two
wife and
parties?
wife and husband.
For the example, I have given you the wife and husband. But here, for the
Okay.
insurance, who are the two parties?
Insurer and company.
What do you say the terminology? Insurer is the company which will insures by taking the
Okay.
premium from policy holder. The policy holder are said to be called insured.
Okay. Insured. Yeah.
So insurer and insured, these are the two parties. So like
Okay.
wife and husband, unless until one will trust on each other. Suppose if the wife laughs by looking at somebody else, oh, one juicy nautanda.
Okay.
So that is the one should have trust. Sir, దేన్ని చూసిన విండో ఏం చూసిన window, that might be the reason you should have to know it. Because the human tendency, one should have to laugh it. One should have to laugh. It doesn't mean that we should laugh for every time. So one should have to trust each other. Suppose the husband looks somebody else. Oh, this fellow is lighting akkadu kodtanda. How could we have a trust to each other? If there is no trust of each other, life will not move smoothly. So trust and fidelity, utmost good faith is must. So that's I am comparing. So insurer and insured, each one has to say their own whatever the conditions. Suppose if the insured is having, for instance, COVID, can the insurance company will insure him for the health insurance? Of course, there is a COVID separate insurance is there.
Yeah.
There is a separate insurance is there for COVID because each premium is high.
Yes,
That
sir.
will be, do they give for the life?
Yes, sir.
Of course, there is a terms and conditions are there. Either you want to keep it for the 1 year, 2 year for life. But generally, for the life is the life insurance only. When the life insurance would be there, but again the comes over there for the health insurance. For the life is there, including the COVID, means its premium is different. Are you following me?
Okay. Yes, sir.
Yeah. Suppose if you could ask any insurance company fellow, oh, that fellow will give you everything until unless you take one policy with him. Of course, he will give the commission also because he gets some commission if you make the policy holder of 1 lakh, 2 lakh, 3 lakh, depending upon that package is concerned and the commission is concerned. Of course, the insurance agents, even if a good insurer would be there, no, he earns a good salary like a government employee because the commission comes every month to him. When the policy holder pays to him, automatically it will be deposited in his bank account. That is the reason that they will give the some rebate. అయ్యా ఇప్పుడు ప్రీమియం నీకు ఎంత కట్టాలా? ఓకే, ఎంత కట్టాలా? 10,000 కట్టాలా? ఓకే, నేను 3,000 ఇస్తాను, 3,000 ఇస్తాను, నువ్వు 5,000 కట్టు. Or I will give the 5,000, you pay the 5,000 because he will get the commission. So what I want to say is he has to declare each and every activity. So the doctrine of the utmost good faith applies to many everybody financial transaction and is one of the most fundamental doctrine in insurance law. So let us see what are the key takeaways of the doctrine. The doctrine of utmost good faith is a principle used in insurance contracts, legally obliging all parties to act honestly and not mislead or withhold critical information from one another. If any the critical information would be another would be there, so we should not keep it. We should be informed to the insurance company, and the insurer also should have to inform if any the technical flaws are there, if any other thing or advantage or disadvantage or many other factors should be the insured. So the second point goes like this: insurance agents must reveal critical details about the contract and its terms, while applicants are required to provide the honest answer to all the questions fielded to them. Means actually filled to them in there. Because if you happen to see the forms, generally he will fill the every detail, but he will only take the signature. The reason because you will give your name and farm card, your this number, that number, everything, age, date of birth, and medical certificate if necessary. Yes, medical certificate also. So you will try to take care of all the things. Then you will fill the form, but you are really that you have to sign on the papers. Then after sometimes later, a bond will come to your house on the register post. And the violation of the doctrine of good faith can result. Suppose if the doctrine of good faith is violated over there, if any one of the parties is the defaulter, either insurer or the insured, then the contract being voided and sometimes even legal action will be taken because you mislead it and defrauded it. Yes. Then how the doctrine of the utmost good faith works, that let us see that. The principle of the utmost good faith requires all parties to reveal any information that could feasibly influence their decision to enter into a contract with one another. In the case of the insurance market, that means that the agent must reveal critical details about the contract and its terms. So generally, the agents will make it out because the insurance company appoint the agents because the agents, of course, there are some rules and regulations will be there that who want to become an agent because the license will be given to him like the ID card. So this one will because some people trust the agent and they will give the money to the agent and the agent he will deposit in the insurance headquarter or outlet. So it is more better to you yourself go and deposit it. Suppose if it is not deducted from your salary, if you make such an arrangement, you need not worry about that one because from the salary it will be deducted, it will be sent to the LIC. And of course, depending upon the LIC, nature of the LIC concern or the insurance is concerned, there would be a rebate of or concession would be there for the income tax you need not to pay to that much because there is a certain provision would be there that says the people will come forward to take the insurance policies. Yes, this information is used by the insurer to decide whether to insure the applicant and how much to charge for a policy. Of course, agent will does everything in the free of cost because he will get the commission. That is the reason that he will provide. Even that he will take you to the even office in his own car. Yes, the doctrine of utmost good faith provides a general assurance that the parties involved in a transaction are truthful and acting ethically. So ethically also they should have to make it out because no fact should be hidden over there. If anything goes wrong or if any disease a person is having, and you should clear cut manner you have to say to the insured, also to the insurer. I mean to the company that is there. So ethical transaction include assuring all the relevant information is available to both the parties during the negotiations or when the amount are determined. So when the policy is going to be fixed over there at that instance that each party should have to reveal the entire facts, then only it will be there. Otherwise, it will be becomes a viable contract also. So that is the thing which at most good faith would be there. Uber fide that we will say in Latin terminology. Yes, repercussions for violation of good faith. Suppose if the good faith is not over there, then what would be the consequences? That is called the repercussions. So, depending upon the nature of the transaction and the violation of the doctrine of good faith, can result in a variety of the consequences. So, what are the variety of the consequences? We will see it. Most commonly, a contract created with the inaccurate information from intentional misinformation or fraudulent concealment may cause the contract to be become voidable. So that contract becomes voidable on the option of the parties. Suppose the misinformation is given, a fraudulent concealment is made over there, depending upon the party, the other party make the contract voidable. So insurance also voidable. That is the what I want to say. Say anything that you do want to ask Ramarao Garu, you tell me. Of course, Martin Nageshwar also joined over there. Then other people also, Srikant also joined over there. Yes, welcome. Yes, do you want to ask anything? You can ask me now so that I could repeat. Yes, anyone? Unmute and you can speak with me. Yeah, if everything is going well, you can say, sir, proceed.
Yes, sir, proceed, sir. Proceed.
Thank you very much. So, utmost good faith, that is the very much important. That means each party, that is the insurer, that is the company, insurance company, whatever it may be, there are many insurance companies now, and everybody knows it. Those who are having the car or the motorcycle, they know it, what the insurance is available over there. And there is the public insurance companies and the private insurance companies and insurance companies, depending upon the nature of the company, that one person will go to that insurer to insure their property or their vehicle. So that is the point which I want to make it out. So the good faith is a very important factor, and depending upon that one, that we can a party who will misinformation is given, the other party will having the right to for the viable contract or viable, and it becomes a right that because the insurance contract is the contract and that's a viable contract. But in another sense, we can say the insurance contracts are in which category of the contract the insurance contract can be made. Sorry, it is a contingent contract. Yes, obviously. Sorry, it is a indemnifying contract. Yes, it is clear. It is not a wagering contract. Yes, it is clear. But I say there is another thing. Is it? There is another name also given for this insurance contract, which are said to be the adhesive contract. Adhesive means stick. You will stick to it. Means you don't have any other bottom line sometimes. Either to take or not to take. Are you following me? We can say because all the terms and conditions are put it over there. What you have to do is you have to merely sign. That's all. And everything will be done by the agent. So where your say is less. No. I want this provision should be deleted. No. I want this provision should be added. No, there is no question of adding. There is no question of because depending on the nature of the insurance that you are taking over there, the terms and conditions are fixed. Means you don't have any bottom line to speak. Only the upper bottom line is the insurance company and the insured is the low bottom line. That's why we'll say insurance contracts are adhesive contract. ADHESIVE. Adhesive means sticking. So in the adhesive contract, we can also say this. Further, in the case of the provisions of the goods and services, before the information is discovered or disclosed, the misinformed party may enforce a legal action. Yes, the other party may take an illegal action against it. A legal action can include the right to recoup cost associated with the fulfillment of the contract and could be deemed fraudulent. Yes, this also can be done. Suppose if the wife and husband marriage is going to be conducted over, yes, if I am speaking, if the husband became a husband is important from the beginning, then the wife party can file a case against the husband side because knowing the fact, you suppress the fact, and these are the compensation you should have been supposed to pay, including the marriage charges and the reputation and other things are concerned, and mental tension is concerned, and many other factors they can file for it. Of course, there is a good ground for the divorce also, but in addition to the divorce, you can file for the compensation also because the hidden facts are not over there, and hence, because good faith is very important factor. అది కాదు మీరు తెలుసుకోవద్దా అండి ముందుగానే డాక్టర్కి పెట్టుకోవాలా కదా ఎస్ ఎనీబడి వాంట్స్ టు సే ఎనీథింగ్ ప్లీజ్ కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ అన్మ్యూట్ అండ్ కాంట్రిబ్యూట్ I say unmute and contribute. Either you can say proceed.
Sir, pardon, sir. Proceed, sir. Proceed, sir. You can
Okay,
proceed.
okay, good. Okay, good. So now the question comes over there. Good faith is very much important factor over there. Suppose if you are selling the your own goods, it is nothing but a contract. Even insurance contract also a contract. So when you are selling the own goods, you know that sheep or ram or ewe or animal or cattle having a particular disease, and you did not reveal to the buyer. So when the clandestine means hidden, concealed, not known by the physical appearance. Such a thing would be it is the duty of the buyer, I mean seller, to inform. Sir, this is having the same disease, that's why I am selling you cost of it. But this is only for the goat or meat for that you can cut it. Or it is not fit for the breeding. Yes, you have to make it very much clear. Otherwise, some facts will not be known to the buyer. So that is the thing where one should have to make it, that is called the utmost good faith. Suppose if it by hidden is such a thing that you sold your only ram or sheep or goat, then you are fraudulently deceived him and a legal action will be taken against you. సార్ వారికి కళ్ళున్నాయి కదా చూసుకోవద్దు కదా. ఎస్, కళ్ళున్నాయి చూసేది ఏంటింది? ఎత్తు చూస్తాడు, సైజ్ చూస్తాడు, కొమ్ములు చూస్తాడు, నాలుక చూస్తాడు, కళ్ళు చూస్తాడు. మిగతాది ఇంటర్నల్ డిసీజ్ యూ కుడ్ నాట్ సీజ్ అన్లెస్ ఈజ్ ఎ వెటర్నరీ డాక్టర్. Are you following me? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Following, sir.
Very good, very good. So that is what I want to say is he can recoup the damages and he can and get the for the fraudulent act that he did, either the insurer or the insured, any one of the party. So now the example of the doctrine of utmost good faith, let us see that an applicant for a life insurance policy will be asked to provide information about his or her health and family history. So the insurer definitely will ask, so what is your age? Do you have any disease? Or in your forefather is having, or in your family is having such a thing? So they will take all the family background history because some of the diseases are hereditary in nature. I repeat, some of the diseases are hereditary in nature. What are they? Anyone? Yes? Please tell me, unmute and give me the answer.
BP, sugar.
Generally people say, sugar will there, BP is there, and
Yes, sir.
yeah, these are the things which comes under hereditary disease. But even BP comes to a small boy, even the father doesn't have the BP, but the son is having the BP because of the stress and strain and working in the multinational company and having the many other family issues are there, is it not? So at that instant,
Cancer also, sir. Also the cancer.
I doubt cancer is hereditary in nature, because
But it continues in generation, sir. Actually,
Mhm, mhm, mhm. Yeah, but whatever leprosy,
leprosy
Yes, sir.
not
It's
sir.
also,
It's
sir.
not
it is not. It is not now. Leprosy is a curable disease,
curable
because now
disease.
the
Yeah.
leprosy is removed from the ground for the rivers or ground for the any other things. Yeah. So they said it's a curable disease. Even a cancer also is a curable diseases. But certain diseases are yes, definitely in nature it is hereditary factor. But regarding the white hairs are concerned, suppose father is getting the white hairs, it doesn't not mean that the son should have to get the white hairs in the early. But some people say yes, there is a hereditary nature in some of the diseases. Suppose if a blind man, son will be a blind man?
No, sir. No.
No, there is no such a thing, because physically is either the thing is concerned, then we cannot say that it is going to happen in that way. Okay, so here an applicant for the life insurance policy will be asked to provide information about his her health and family background, and based on these responses, the insurer will decide whether to insure the applicant and what premium to charge. So depending upon, suppose can I suppose if I a person with 70 years, can he go for the insurance? Yes,
Insurance
life
only
insurance,
age up to 65 years only, sir.
No, no, sir.
because I am also
They will
doubt,
not issue.
because there is a limitation is there.
Sir, 65 years, sir. 65.
Yeah, after that you
65
cannot.
for
I don't know, because I would
they
ask,
cannot.
because that what I come to know is
Certain
60 or 65 above, and even
60.
nobody would come forward for the insurance, life insurance fund.
No insurance, sir.
Yeah. Because there even I did not ask any insurance company, but I will ask. Of course, if you know it, you can deal it, and we will make it very much clear. Because there will be certain limitation is there. Like studying medicine, there is a limitation.
Yes, sir. Limitation is there, no,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir. There is a limitation.
Yes, because certain courses definitely there is a limitation. Why there is not a limitation for the law?
No, no.
Why? Why?
సార్, దీనివల్ల ఎవరికి నష్టం జరగదు సార్. అది మెడిసిన్ కానీ ఇంజనీరింగ్ అయితే సర్టెన్ ఏజ్ తర్వాత దే దే ఓన్ దే విల్ నాట్ అండర్స్టాండ్ సార్. బట్ ఇన్ లాలో ఎవరైనా ప్రాక్టీస్ చేయొచ్చు, ఎవరైనా చదువుకోవచ్చు. దాని వాళ్ళకి దాన్ని బట్టి డిపెండ్ అయి ఉంటుంది సార్. వాళ్ళ ఏజ్ని బట్టి వాళ్ళు ఒకవేళ వాళ్ళు ప్రూవ్ చేసుకోగలిగితే ప్రాక్టీస్లో వెల్ అండ్ గుడ్ సార్. లేకపోయినా నష్టం లేదు సార్.
Everybody should have to know the law of the land. So even for the learning purpose, or knowing purpose, or knowledge purpose, not for the earning purpose, not for the livelihood, not for that, for the passion, for the things, people will study the law. But medicine, nobody would study for the passion. Can anybody will spend that much amount for the passion to study the medicine and do the kurayala business?
నో సార్.
Because for the medicine, the government is spending so much amount on you. And at least that amount, you have to serve the community. Of course, by charging it or without, that depends upon the personality and his attitude is concerned. Yes, what I want to say is, the insurer, there is a limitation would be there for that one. Otherwise, if everybody want to be like that, then things will be go astray, because nothing is going to be realized if the insurance will be given for insurance. Even for adoption also, can you adopt the 18 years girl?
నో సార్.
There is a rule and regulations should be there. People will misuse or use such a thing. They say adoption, they say there is a limitation would be there. Generally, the people would adopt 3 months sibling. When even when he's suckling, at the time only they will adopt. So the adoption also, there is something we cannot adopt a son or a daughter more than 18 years or 20 years would be there. So that is there is a limitation should be there, but here also there is a limitation. Usually the applicants are asked to sign a declaration at the end of the application form stating that the given in answer to the questions and other personal statements are true and complete. Even your CV data, the biodata also will say whatever the facts mentioned or they are true to my best of knowledge. If anything goes wrong, that I will be held responsible for that regard. So such an undertaking declaration will be given, then you will sign it over there, either digital signature or the wet signature. So concealing facts such as, for instance, a smoking habit is deemed a material misrepresentation that can land to the insurer to avoid the contract. If the insurer had known that the applicant smoked, the premium would likely to have been significantly higher. ఎందుకునైనా why the premium is higher if he is a smoker?
There is a risk factor na sir.
There is a risk, probability is there that he is going to so he has to going to die soon, then the insurance company should have to pay more. If the person that do like that, then the insurance company become pauper, insolvent, and it will be closed. So they will ask you before it. Even for the doctor, మత్తు మంది ఇచ్చినప్పుడు అడుగుతాడు మీకు. ఏమని అడుగుతాడు చెప్పండి?
ఏమైనా హ్యాబిట్స్ గురించి అడుగుతారు సార్.
ఏం హ్యాబిట్స్? జామకాయ తింటారా, మాడి పండ్లు తింటారా అని అడుగుతాడా?
ఆల్కహాలికా లేకపోతే స్మోకరా లేకపోతే
సార్ మీరు ఎప్పుడైనా తీసుకుంటారా సార్ ఏమనుకోకుండా? నేను పండుగలకు తీసుకుంటా, లేకుంటే రోజు 90 ml తీసుకుంటా, సార్ రోజు క్వార్టర్ తీసుకుంటా, ఆర్ సంథింగ్. సో ఎన్ని డబ్బులు తాగుతారు అని కూడా ఒక డబ్బి తాగుతారా, ఒక సిగరెట్ తాగుతారా? సార్ ఒక 3 తాగుతుంది సార్. ఓకే సార్, నేను టీటోటల్లర్ సార్, అసలు నేను ముట్టుకోను సార్, అసలు నేను తాగను సార్. సో ఫర్ దట్ ఏ లిటిల్ డోస్ ఈజ్ ఎనఫ్ ఫర్ అనెస్థీషియా. దట్ ఫెలో 1 2 3 అనండి, 1 2 3 అనండి అన్నాడు, వెళ్ళిపోతాడు. ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళిపోతాడండి? ఎక్కడికి వెళ్ళిపోతాడండి చెప్పాలా?
అన్కాన్షియస్ అయితే
అన్కాన్షియస్ అవుతాడు. I want to see whether what that you want to use it. That I want to take it out. And that is one thing. The second thing that you are hearing me also, that a response will come to me. Otherwise, it's one way of traffic would be there. Yes, coming to the point, concealing the facts such as the instance of smoking or drinking or alcoholic and any other habits are concerned, yes, the dose will be the increased, because if that fellow will come to the conscious in the half of the middle of the operation, the things will be go astray. So that's why the high dose will be given over there if a person is a smoker, if a person is alcoholic. So that's the point that they will ask it. Of course, they will also measure it by asking the question. They will immediately they can make it out. Otherwise, the dose will be increased. Yeah, the doctrine of utmost good faith versus the caveat emptor. The caveat emptor means let the buyer beware. Let the buyer be aware. Means yeah, beware. Yeah, let him know it when a person is purchasing certain things. Yes, unlike the insurance contracts, most commercial agreements don't subscribe to the doctrine of utmost good faith. Instead, many are subject to the caveat emptor or buyer beware. This principle of contract of law places the onus, means burden, on the buyer to perform the due diligence before making a purchase. In other words, a seller need not only disclose information requested by the buyer, but the question comes over there when it is a hidden diseases or hidden defects or apparent defects. When the hidden defects are there, that is called latent defects. When the latent defects are there, that it should be revealed by the seller. But the patent defects are there, okay, the buyer will be aware of it. ఇప్పుడు గొర్రె పోతున్నది, దానికి ఏం డిసీజ్ లేదు, ఎత్తు పడుగు, whether it is a very potential or not potential and good or not, how much weight they can see it, they can buy it, and because they are buying for the sake of the only slaughtering it or for the సరే కందులు అంటారా అండి, ఏమంటారు, నోములు అంటారా? ఎస్
ఏది సార్ వేటిని?
నోములు అంటారా, కందులు అంటారా?
కందులు అంటే కందిపప్పు అది కదా సార్.
లేదు, అది కూడా అంటారు కదా. ఇప్పుడు దేవుని పోయి చేసుకున్నానికి ఏమంటారు?
నోములు, వ్రతం, తర్వాత బలియడానికి.
ఇప్పుడు మా కొడుకు పుట్టింది అనుకోండి, ఒక రెండు మేకపోతలను కొత్తా అని
పోస్తారు, అదే బలియటం అంటారు.
దట్ డిపెండ్స్ అపాన్ దేర్ ఫెయిత్ ఈస్ కన్సర్న్. ఏది ఏం చేసినా తినేది మనదే మనం.
అంతే అంతే, దేవుడి పేరు చెప్పుకుంది.
కాకపోతే ఏంటంటే గెట్ టుగెదర్ అవుతుంది.
కరెక్ట్ సార్.
దట్ ఈస్ యాక్చువల్లీ బిహైండ్. అసలు రీజన్ ఏంటంటే కలుసుకుంటాం మనం. ఇంతకుముందు పెళ్లి పత్రికలు ఇచ్చేటప్పుడు పోయి ఇచ్చేది,
అవునవును,
ఒకరికి ఒకరు కలుసుకుంటారు కదండి. అట్లీస్ట్ యు నో హీస్ అ ఫాదర్, హీస్ ఎ మదర్, హీస్ ఎ సిస్టర్, హీస్ సిస్టర్ సన్ అండ్ సో అండ్ సో సో అండ్ సో. ఇప్పుడు పెళ్లి పత్రిక ఎట్లా ఇస్తారండి?
పోస్ట్ లో పంపిస్తారు, వాట్సాప్ లో కూడా పంపిస్తారు.
స్మార్ట్ ఫోన్ లా వేసేస్తారా అయిపోతుంది, అంతే సంగతులు. అట్లీస్ట్ అవర్ చిల్డ్రన్ విల్ నాట్ నో హూ ఇస్ అవర్, మా చిన్న ఆయన కొడుకులు ఎవరు, పెద్ద ఆయన కొడుకులు ఎవరు, వీళ్ళ పేరు వాళ్ళ కొడుకు, నోబడి నోస్ దెమ్ అన్లెస్ దే కుడ్ సీ దెమ్ ఆన్ ద వాట్సాప్ అండ్ ఇట్ విల్ దెమ్.
మెంబర్స్.
సో my point is, let them aware of it అనేది ఎప్పుడు ఉండాలా? Let them not aware of it, that will be the principle of contract. Owners burden with the buyer to perform the diligence. So only latent defect is there, buyer could not do it. Only patent defect is there, means it can be seen by your naked eyes. At that instance the buyer will see it and check it. ఇప్పుడు హాని ఉన్నదండి, హాని అది దానిలో బెల్లం కలిపినరా పాకం కలిపినరా అని ఎట్లా టెస్ట్ చేయగలుగుతారండి మీరు?
వాటర్ లో వేస్తారు సార్.
ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ దట్ డిపెండ్స్, సమ్ పీపుల్ సే వాటర్ అంటారు. ఇంకోళ్ళు ఏం చెప్తారు తెలుసా, అగర్ హానిని కంట్లో పెట్టుకున్నా అనుకో మంట మండాలి, అది యాక్చువల్ హాని అయితే.
ఓకే.
సో దట్ ఈస్ ద అనదర్ టెస్ట్ దే విల్ మేక్ ఇట్ అవుట్. సో పీపుల్ విల్, ఆఫ్ కోర్స్ దోస్ ఆర్ ఎక్స్పర్ట్, చూడంగానే చెప్పేస్తారు, అరే దీన్ని బెల్లం కలిపిందిరా తీసుకోకరా. సో of course an expert can make it out early. So now the question comes over there, who has to deal, means a person should have to reveal it if it is known that it is having a very much defect which cannot be seen with the naked eye. At that instance you should have to reveal it, the person who is selling it. Yeah, special consideration it is outside the insurance market. Individual exercise good faith while completing the various financial transactions. This includes business of the individuals and seeking the finance from the banks or financial institutions or providing the fee intimates. Of course, whenever you want to go for any loan is concerned or any other thing is concerned, first there is a surveyor is there and the evaluator is there. He will evaluate whether how much the cost, the house cost is there, because there is a every year there is a depreciation is there. Suppose the house is a new one, the cost is more. If the house is the old one, each year depreciation will be removed over there. They will say, okay, this much loan would be given. Do they think that the bank will give that much loan? Never. It will give you half, because we don't know if it is that fellow will be a defaulter when he sell it, even the depreciation comes, at least they could not realize the capital amount, forget about the interest. So that's why if the cost of the house is say about 10 lakhs or 20 lakhs, now house cost is becoming 1 crore. Yes, if it is a flat, if 1 crore is there, the worth is, but that fellow will go only 50 lakhs only as a loan, because half to half he will give it. Yes, often estimates provided by the individual service providers, yes, such as plumbers and electricians are made in good faith. A good faith estimate suggests that services providers is confident in the cost of estimate based on the known factor surrounding the transactions. So a surveyor definitely he knows the cost of the building, because he is having the value market at that time and where is the value market at this time and how much that the cost of the house would be there. So depending upon that one, they will make it out. For instance, if you go to the gold loan, even in the gold loan also, they will call the goldsmith to see whether it is a genuine or not, how many carat it will be there, and how much the amount, and how much the weight would be there. So why I am giving this is, when you want to take the insurance policies, so each one should have to declare their facts very openly. That is the oberreme fide. That is the utmost good faith is a very much important factor. In this context, it is not legally binding as not all variables are known. Specific issues may not be discoverable by either the party until work has begun. So, some of the diseases are concerned will not be known to the parties unless until they are an expert or an expert has given a success certificate. Even for taking the your driving license, and you need a medical certificate. Is it or not?
Yes,
Even for the
sir.
renewal of the license.
Yes, sir.
మనం ఏం చేస్తాం, ఏజెంట్ కి ఇస్తాం. ఆ ఏజెంట్ ఏం చేస్తాడు, అన్ని తీసుకుని వస్తాడు. అరే ఎంత అయింది, ఎంత ఓకే సార్, ఇంటికి వస్తా చూడండి సార్, కాకపోతే బయోమెట్రిక్ మాత్రం రావాలా సార్ అంటాడు. ఆ బయోమెట్రిక్ లా పోవాలా మళ్ళీ. నేను కూడా మొన్న పోయిన బయోమెట్రిక్ కి ఒక్కరికొకరు తోసుకుంటాను. అరే నాయన తోసుకోవడం ఎందుకురా బాబు, విడంగా ఉండండి, ఇప్పుడే కరోనా, అందులో మోర్ దాన్ 65. There is no separate line for the senior citizens. All are okay, thank God, at least the ladies given a separate line. All either young or old are put it together in the same line. But anyway, that patience counts there. Sometimes because only once we will go over there, but later on we never go after 10 years. After 10 years, we never go. So if you maintain the patience and maintain the distance, it's enough. I said, okay, my seat is here. No, I will be aside, stand aside. So I will come aside. So instead of standing over there. So when I reached to the window, then I came over there, then I stood it. I myself said, before you are making over there, please be correct. Because you will say, you will give the number. Number says, you're Surinarana. Ayya, Muhammad Sahib Hussain. Oh, okay. You will take it. Again, you check it. Yes. Muhammad Sahib Hussain. Yes. Now you take the photo. Shall I remove the spectacles? Yes, I removed. Yes. Mask should be removed. Yes, I removed. Then you take the photo. Then I put the signature over there. Then I come. So suppose if I did not ascertain that name, that fellow takes the name and takes the signature, and Surya Narayana certificate will come to the license. See, one should be alert because mistakes will happen because he is the only one counter he is doing. Lot of pressure would be there, even though there are 3 counters are there having the camera. So anyway, I am not blaming anybody, but the point is how the system works. So that I am showing over there. So you should not be alert. I will get the Surya Narayana license to me, and again it will be a headache to me because wherever the license will be taken, the same place you have to take the license there further renewal. Is it true?
Correct, sir. Otherwise, you have to submit NOC.
Again, that is another process. Instead of doing all the process, better you go over there and give to him and come back. It will automatically come to your address.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So that is the best method that what we have to adapt it because many people are living in that same manner, even though, of course, they are doing the social service, of course, by taking the money. Of course, that is without the money, that how could he do it? And he could not do it also because he is also having a wife and children. I don't know how much the share will go to our God. There is a different issue because this is a class which is going on over there. It will be recorded. It will be in the YouTube. Hence, of course, we made the general comment over there. So with
Correct,
the
sir. It
general,
is going on, sir. Generally going on in the society.
yeah, general comment insurance. Nowadays, so many insurance company has come out. So many, not one. Even for the vehicles, they will send the WhatsApp also. Sir, your license is sorry, your insurance is going to be expired. Please inform us. We will come to you. And sometimes no, they will know the address also. They will come. Sir, your license is over, sir. I mean, your insurance is over, sir. And we would like to say so and so thing. Sir, this much is the premium. This is the so and so thing. This is so and so thing. And you pay it, and it will come to you automatically. Then it will send to you, or they will give on the spot also by writing. For instance, third party insurance. Of course, you can just go and pay it, and he will write it and he will bring it. Of course, sometimes no, even the showroom people, you pay to them and they will bring it. So you need not to go over there. You are only when your registration it on whose name it will be there. You have to go up for the register for that one. But as for the insurance is company, you go to the showroom and you pay them, and you say the sir, you come in the evening, sir, I will give it to you. So you will come in the evening and he will give it to you. The signed one copy by taking the money. Because it is they who only sold your vehicle. So they will take the responsibility for this one. So anyway, that what I want to say is utmost care. That is the utmost good faith is a more important factor. So generally, వెయ్యి వందన అబద్ధాలు చెప్పిన ఒక పెళ్లి చేయాలంటారు. Do you know what is the reason? No man is a perfect. No woman is a perfect. Because business means discipline or habits. First it will not be there, later it will be there. Or later, first it will be there, later it will not be there. Because a man's tendency depends upon the way of life that he will lead in the society, including the wife. ఇంకో ఇల్లుని చూస్తే ఇల్లాలని తెలుసు సంగతి తెలిసిపోతుంది అంటారు. ఎందుకు? The way that we keep the house, it shows how much the discipline, how much the cleanliness, how much the hygiene, and how much the systematic a woman is. That is the reason. ఇల్లుని చూస్తే ఇల్లాలు ఎట్లుంటుందని చెప్పుకోవచ్చు అని చెప్పడానికి కారణం. So whenever that you are making a particular thing, so the people will see. Even for the race course, horses, they will see the breed. Is it or not? Racecourse horses. Say yes or no.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes. Even there is a insurance for the racecourse horses. There is a insurance for them.
Sir.
Yes, there is an insurance for them. If suppose if the horse is made so to a certain thing, become a cripple or something happen or any disease is there and if there, naturally they will get the compensation for the record because the premium will be paid depending upon the amount which is fixed on the horse and the time period. If the maturity is there, okay, you will get the maturity amount plus some other thing. Only in the I am speaking about the life insurance. It's the life for the animal. So, for the fire insurance, other insurance, if the fire is there, you will be paid. If the fire is not there, నీళ్ళలో పోసుకున్నట్టేనా? Naturally, if it is there, it is there. If it is not there, you forward it. Of course, depending upon how many years and how many premium that you paid over there. Suppose if you are a defaulter, of course, there are rules and regulations will be there. The defaulter, whether you will get it or not, because it seems that when you are a defaulter, you are no more a member of the policy holder because you are a defaulter. Of course, there is some rule would be there. How much that you paid and how much it can be made it out, depending upon that one. I think it will be paid because I am not sure whether how much amount will be there for the defaulters. So this is the thing which I want to share you, and now the time is 5:44. Still 1 minute is there to discuss, and by this our utmost that is the utmost good faith. Yeah, that is the wordings that we used it. Utmost good faith terminology. I mean, subtopic is over. The principle means, in other words, unit 1 is over. What I want to say is unit 1 is over. What I want to say is now I will say the thanks. Then I will keep it for the discussion. Meanwhile, I will stop
Sir.
recording. Otherwise, yes,